7 games in the NBA today on a Tuesday to go through, and we start tonight in Dallas with the man that some of you are convinced is washed up. Nuggets and Mavericks tonight in Dallas, a rematch of their matchup from 2 days ago, but the difference tonight, the return of Kyrie Irving. Right away, here come the Nuggets in transition, the Joker to Christian Brown. Joker doing Joker things right away. Check out this vision and this pass. On a dime, Murray the pump fake, Murray the three. Very next possession, the two-man game, Jokic to Murray, and Murray's already sizzling. We've seen what Murray can do. Now the impact of Russell Westbrook, always present for this Nuggets team, and that leads to more from Murray. Remember, their other matchup against this Mavericks team required a huge 19-point comeback. Tonight, it's the Nuggets being the aggressors, and now the return of Kyrie. Kyrie making his highly anticipated return, but it was a Jamal Murray clinic. Final seconds of the first, this man must have seen purple and gold somewhere in the building because he was playing like he was facing the Lakers. Second quarter, Nuggets up big and not relinquishing at all. Westbrook and DeAndre. Next possession, and there's that connection again. Russ no good, but DeAndre the putback. Now they go back to their bread and butter. That two-man game, Murray, so good still. If and when Jamal Murray's playing like this, good luck beating this team. Third quarter, and he's not done yet. Nuggets up 26. Murray, pump fake, step through. I know it's only one game, but he is so far from washed up. Nuggets win big. Jamal Murray, a season-high 45 points in the Nuggets route. They've won 8 of 10. And some high praise from Shaquille O'Neal. Pre-game, Shaquille challenged Jamal, saying, "Mr. Murray, where have you been?" But then at halftime, Shaquille gave praise where praise was due. Quote, "If he plays like this along with Westbrook and the Joker, they will be champions." Kyrie, 4 of 18 in his return, struggling in his first game back, but nothing to worry about. I'm sure he'll get going here very soon. Next up, we have the Kings and the Bucks from Milwaukee. The Kings looking for 8 in a row. Giannis starts this one off with a mid-range. Now it's Damian Lillard's turn against DeMar DeRozan. Did you know it's been 22 years since the Kings have won 8 straight? Sacramento in an early hole, looking at the Western Conference Player of the Week to bounce back. A bonus with a 3, but Dame Dalla in a zone to start it. 4-point play. Bucks up by 7, 5 minutes to go in the first. Check out this no-look pass from Giannis. Lopez fumbles it, but recovers it and slams it. Moments later, Bucks out and running, the NBA's leading scorer, the freight train, the Greek Freak. It's a 19-point first quarter lead. It feels weird to see Sacramento struggling like this. More from the Bucks in the first. Here he goes again. OMG Giannis. Second quarter, Bucks up by 17, and more of the same from the Greek Freak, just overpowering Sabonis inside. Third quarter, and more of the same. The Kings have been playing such great basketball lately, you can't get mad at them for one bad game. But tonight they stood no chance. They lose 128 to 107 from start to finish, all Milwaukee. Besides Jamal Murray, Giannis the player of the day, 33, 13, and 11. And let's not forget, the MVP is not a two-man race between Jokic and Shea. Giannis is very much in the running. Next up, we go to Indiana. Cleveland against the Pacers. Cleveland looking for revenge. What happened the other night between these two teams in Cleveland? Indiana giving the Cavs only their 5th loss of the season. But in this one, it's Cleveland setting the early tone. No Tyrese Halliburton. That means Andrew Nembhard starting at point guard. It's hard to beat the great teams once, let alone twice in a row. Donovan Mitchell setting the tone, but let's not forget this Indiana team with a 6-game win streak of their own. Nembhard to Siakam, Pacers hanging tough, but this dude Donovan Mitchell in a different zone. Final seconds of the first, Cavs up by 5. It's Spider time, getting to his step back. Early stages of the second quarter, and everything seeming to go Donovan's way tonight. To the rim, tough take, tougher finish. Cleveland up by 8. We've seen what Mitchell can do. Now here's his partner, Garland, with a beautiful dime. Third quarter, though, Indiana only down by 1. Anybody's game, and it's Mobley's turn to shine. Mobley with a muscle there, and then Mobley with a triple here. Cleveland up by 12, 3:40 to go in the third, and Mobley, what a unicorn. Fourth quarter, Cleveland up by 9, 10 minutes to go, and is there a nastier hezzy in the NBA than Darius Garland? To the rim and one. Gotta give credit where credit is due, though. This Indiana team has found their resilience. Jarris Walker, But this possession right here is why the Cavs are at where they're at. Beautiful ball movement. Good night. Cleveland wins by 14 behind 35-9 from Donovan Mitchell. By the way, what a game from Evan Mobley, 22-13 and 3 of 4 from 3. This from Underdog NBA, and this is the stat of the night for me. Evan Mobley games with at least 3 3-pointers made. This season he had 7. In his first 3 seasons combined, he only did that once. Not to mention he's shooting 43% from downtown this season. The growth of Mobley has been the catalyst to the Cavs' success. In Philadelphia tonight, it was nice of one of the Sixers to show up tonight. Joel, Paul George, and Tyrese didn't show up, but at least Allen Iverson was in attendance. Philadelphia coming into this game missing 8 guys. It's like there's no sense of urgency with this team. It's hard enough to beat the Thunder when you're fully healthy, let alone when half of your roster is not playing. And right away in the first, this one already feels like it's over. J-Dub the takeaway and Shea the dunk. They're up 16. Second quarter, OKC up 16. Welcome back, Alex Caruso. Final seconds of the first half, it's a 13-point game, and it's SGA doing what he's been doing all season long. Gotta give credit where credit is due, though. Philly not quitting. Justin Edwards providing a spark. It's an 8-point game, a steal from Yabu, and a putback from Yabu at the buzzer. Look at the heart of these Sixers. This was like the process Sixers days. Justin Edwards was doing everything he could do, but they just didn't have the talent for this Thunder team. What a pass from SGA to Case and Wallace. Just another night at the office for the MVP candidate. 32 points, 9 assists, 12 of 15 from the field. They might have lost the game tonight, but Justin Edwards needs to be a part of this rotation. 25, 6, and 4 on 9 of 16 shooting and showing more heart than we've seen from a lot of these Sixers all season. Somehow they're still only 2 games back of the play-in spot, but it seems like they don't even care. Next up, Pelicans in Chicago, and first possession of the game, they go right to Zion. Bulls looking to bounce back at home after losing to the Kings at home. Vucci Mane with the left. Later in the first, one of the most underrated stories in the league right now, Trey Murphy. Murphy's averaging 25 points over his last 10 games. By the way, how about Lonzo? Second quarter, and the athleticism of Zion has gone nowhere. High game midway through the second, more from Lonzo Ball. Come the Pelicans in transition, maybe their new dynamic duo, Zion to Trey. Third quarter now, Bulls up by 6. Remember, Zach LaVine has 6 straight games of 30 or more. A 3 there for LaVine in transition. Moments later, here he goes. Trey Murphy with an answer right back. 8:53 to go in the fourth. Jose Alvarado time. Pelicans up by 6. Same man, same result. Grand Theft Alvarado. A minute later, Alvarado and Fuego. Can say what you want about this Pelicans team and what they've been this season, but they're much better than their record indicates. And I'm a big fan of Shannon Sharpe, but I was not a fan of Shannon's comment about Zion's weight the other day. Watch this man play. He's in the best shape that we've seen him in a long time. 21, 9, and 7 today. This dude right here is quickly becoming the most underrated bucket getter in the league. 32 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists for Trey Murphy, and look at his numbers this season. Hawks and Suns today from Atlanta. Phoenix coming in winners of 3 in a row, looking to take it on the road. Booker starting it with a 3 in transition. Now it's KD against the rookie, taking him to school. This right here, easily the meanest move of the night. Booker breaking the ankles of Vit Krejci. But Atlanta answering right back with their main man. Second quarter, both teams came in, by the way, at 19 and 19. Here's Vit with some revenge. Hawks up by 10, and their main man right back to business. Paint, touch, and floater. Trey doing his thing all in this first half, going to his right, pulling up for 3. Phoenix needing a wake-up call in this third quarter, and who else would they call? Durant with the bucket there, Durant again and again in this third. Suns up by 7. We say this about LeBron, but do not take Kevin Durant's greatness for granted. But in the fourth, we're all tied up, and Trae Young left uncontested. Next possession, Hawks up by 1. Trae sees the drop coverage, and he just waltzes right into the paint. Hawks up by 5 late, and Trae Young saying good night. What a night for Ice Trae. Phoenix back under 500. Trae Young, 43 points, 5 assists. By the way, Onyeka Okongwu with 22 and 21, and that negates 35 from Book and 31 from KD. Last but not least, today in Portland, it was the Cooper Flag sweepstakes between the Nets and the Blazers. The Nets win by 18 on the road. Balanced effort from the Nets led by Cam Johnson. 6 games he missed, 24 points tonight in his return. Kudos to the Nets for winning the game, but the story that we're all going to remember from this game, Scoot freaking Henderson. I'm going to make a separate video all about this.